Well, how exciting is this time again this year for you guys?
It's so much fun. I mean, when you come to school, there's only 4 opportunities to go win a national title, and so it comes up fast. I mean, we worked all year for this, and so it's exciting knowing we worked hard and we're prepared. But it's also it just kind of makes you excited. You get a little extra adrenaline rush and pumped to go out west again.
A lot of first place finishes this year. Even including last weekend at the regionals. Do you guys feel like you guys have the skills to win a national championship?
We do. I mean, when it comes down to it, in order to win a big tournament like that, you have to play well. And so you could have the top 5 ranked amateurs in the country. It doesn't matter if you don't play well that week, you're not going to win. And so it's encouraging knowing we have the talent to win a championship, but it's still a matter of showing up and doing it.
You also have, it seems like every week it's a different guy. Does that kind of help ease the pressure maybe on each one of you? Because, if you may have a bad round, but your teammate's going to pick you up.
100%. I think every guy in our lineups had an individual win. And so it's super encouraging knowing that. Like, we don't have to have, one player play super well to carry our team to do well. We have 5 guys that can all compete individually. And it definitely frees you up as a player, You have 5 guys that can all shoot the low round of the day at the course. And so, it definitely takes pressure off. And it's fun knowing that anyone in the team can compete and help you out.
Is it at the same spot?
It's a new tournament. This is at Costa in San Diego, brand new golf course.
Okay, so how does that factor into your preparation and everything?
It's different. We don't really know what to expect. We know it's going to be a really pure golf course, a lot different than Arizona last year. I think the course we're playing is honestly somewhat similar to what we played last week at regionals. A little bit of fescue, some fall-offs around the greens, pure bent grass greens. And so I think regionals at Purdue really prepped us well for next week.
A lot of experience up and down for you guys. How does that help? Because clearly when you're going in, nerves are going to be playing a factor.
It's definitely huge having experience. It's my 4th national championship. I think the other guys have played 4 as well. And so it's encouraging knowing that we've been in the spotlight before. We're not afraid of the cameras. And we've been in these big time moments and match plays, and it comes down to just the smallest putt or a chip. So definitely a lot of confidence we can take in those past few years and try to apply it to just being comfortable in the situation this year.
Obviously, I'm sure it feels like a lot of pressure on your shoulders going into this big of, an opportunity, I guess, win a national championship. But what is it like trying to kind of calm your nerves and realize that you guys have played a lot of very good golf all year, all your lives, trying to kind of come back down to neutral?
Yeah, I think it's good to know that we don't really feel as much pressure because we know that the best team doesn't just show up and win. In golf, Scotty Scheffler's on a crazy run right now, but the majority of the time, the best player doesn't win. Same with the team. It's a matter of who's playing well that week. And so it's cool we have a bunch of individual wins. We have guys that are playing well. But at the end of the day, we have to show up this week and play great to win. And so I think it's more exciting that we got the opportunity to do that than thinking, we've won X many times this year, we have to do it again. It's just, I think we just see it as an opportunity to prove something.
How exciting is this for you and your teammates to be back at the national championship?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that you start the year off and your ultimate goal is the national championship, but it's definitely kind of far away. Starting in August, it's solid 8-9 months away. So you don't really think about it too much. You're kind of focused on the task, but as the spring season kind of starts, that's what you're kind of preparing for. So obviously, postseason started with SECs. We had some good moments there and kind of just knew what we needed to work on. And I feel like we did a pretty solid job. Regionals is always tough. You kind of have to finish top 5 or your season's over. So you can definitely put some added pressure on yourself there, but I feel like we just did a good job of managing expectations and then just kind of taking care of business. So, yeah, it's great to kind of be back to national championships, obviously new venue out at La Costa, but I think we're just going to kind of put our heads down and try to ignore the outside light a little bit. Obviously, it's going to be there, but national championship is always one of those events that circle every single year, and it's whatever it looks forward to. So, yeah, we're super excited.
Does it make it easier for you guys going in knowing that your teammates, somebody's won almost every other week? It's somebody different for you guys that leads the group, basically.
Yeah, I think it definitely gives you comfort knowing that you've got some teammates that you can rely on. But it also kind of pushes you each week to nobody wants to lose to anybody else. So I think it's just kind of one of those things where we're all pushing each other, all rooting for each other at the same time, but we kind of push each other to be competitive and it's definitely nice when a bunch of us play well, especially for that team score. So I think just kind of relying on that. We all know take care of business, but we're also doing it for each other. So I think it's one of those things that rooting for each other, but also competing against each other in a good way.
Go ahead.
You guys traditionally have had a lot of success, but getting now into this national championship, what's it going to take to kind of get over the hump and push deeper in this tournament?
Yeah, obviously a new golf course out at Costa, so we'll need to put in the prep work on, I guess it's Thursdays, it's practice round. So, yeah, it's definitely just kind of managing it one step at a time. Obviously, we know what it's kind of going to take. We've been there before. So, I think just everyone kind of taking care of their business is huge. Not really worrying about what else is going on or the individual accolades and all that stuff, but just kind of focusing on playing the game we love, being there for each other. And we know that it's going to take all of us clicking, but also just we have 5 guys that we have the utmost trust in. So just kind of taking care of our business and just focusing on each day, really not really staring too far to what we want, but just kind of focusing on each shot each day and just going from there and letting everything kind of fall in place.
He brought up the fact that it seems like every other week there's a new guy leading the pack, but there's also a lot of experience for you guys up and down, whether it's grad students or seniors. How much of a confidence boost is that going into such a big stage?
Yeah, I think obviously, I guess it's my junior year. I'm one of the youngest in the lineup, but we've all kind of been on the big stage, which is definitely nice. We kind of know what to expect, and then it gives us experience, but it also makes us kind of like more excited for it. We kind of all know what it feels like to have success there, but also kind of to fall short and not really do what we want. So I think it's really big to have experience. We all can rely on each other and know that whoever's in that moment that may be pressure packed or whatever, they're going to deliver because we've been there before. So I think just relying on each other, relying on the experience. Obviously, new golf course, like I said, going to be different challenge. Nobody's really played it, so just kind of focusing on that, taking care of our business, and kind of worrying about what we need to do. I think is going to be the biggest thing.
Is this postseason mustache? Is that what everybody's going with?
An attempt.
Okay.
Who
came up with that?
I don't know. Nobody can grow a good mustache, but we're just attempting.
Very good. Well, speaking of boating now, you guys played really well at the regional. Do you feel like you can take that momentum with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It was really nice to finish off that final day really well. We had kind of not struggled with that, but we hadn't really finished to the standard that we'd wanted to in our last tournament, such as SEC and before then. So it was a tough condition day, and we were kind of excited for that, and we were able to kind of all put together a good round and carry a lot of momentum forward for NCAAs.
With Purdue kind of breathing down your necks there, did that help kind of sort of elevate your game and make you guys like focus a little bit more?
Yeah, 100%. It's always nice to kind of get pushed to your best, and they kind of really pushed us. I mean, they played great. They had kind of comfort on that course since they grew up playing there. It's a tough course, so you got to hit a lot of big shots, and just having them kind of push us to the standard, I know it helped them and it helped us as well. So it's always nice to, we were able to kind of a little bit cruise through, but you always want to do it in the right way. And so we were able to kind of finish and always get pushed by another good team, which is helpful.
Sort of accelerated past on the third day. So you don't know anything about, or you haven't played this course. So what I guess is the mindset as you head in there?
Yeah, just kind of learn a lot. I mean, it's brand new. Nobody really knows anything about it. So everybody's a little bit on equal footing, which is nice. You get to learn it and kind of take it for what it's worth. But just keep things simple, honestly. Kind of know what you want to do, your game plan. Don't get lost and trying to do what somebody else is going to do. So figuring out how you can kind of play that course best and then moving forward, and then you just learn it as the days go on. So just pay attention the first few days, kind of try to just learn what it gives you and go from there for the rest of the week.
You are a finalist for the Haskins Award. First of all, I guess, how does that feel? You're having a tremendous year, and then also to not only be a finalist, but to also have a teammate be a finalist as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, we got a bunch of great guys on the team, so it's really helped all of us push each other each day, each tournament, each week. You can't really ever come out here and slouch around. It kind of demands your best. So I'm honored to be on the list. I've had a good year, and I'm proud to say that. I mean, Gordon's had a great year as well, so it's awesome to see him. I mean, I feel like a lot of the guys on our team deserve the right to be in the conversation for that, so I'm honored to be one of the people that are on that list. But it's just kind of taking it one day at a time and seeing where that puts you. And my work's, I guess, put me on that for the rest of the year. But we're just excited kind of for the opportunity next week presents and to go forward with that for our final round.
There's a lot of experience for you guys, several grad students, seniors. I know Gordon's a junior, but you guys, you're no spring chickens. You have a lot of golf under your belt at the collegiate level, especially playing with high stakes. How much does that help you going into this?
It's awesome. I mean, I feel like an old man being here for 5 years. I've learned people are born in 2005 that I'm on the same team with, which I never thought I'd jump in that arena with. But it's fantastic. I mean, we know what to expect from the week. We know it's a long week. We haven't made it as far as we've wanted to, but we've learned a lot from all those past experiences, and there's a lot of things you can kind of take from that. We're a little more rough around the edges. We kind of know what to expect. We've played all in some big rounds, and so that's helpful to kind of, when you're going kind of into battle with that, you know the guy in front of you and behind you is well equipped to kind of be successful and do what they need to do.
You brought up not going as far as you would have liked in years past. There's a lot of experience. Have you guys spoken to each other? Like, what's the thing that's going to get you over the hump to get deeper in this?
There's always a reflection period to it all. I mean, I think last year a little bit of us were kind of worn down, so we're trying to kind of take things a little slower, more day by day. I think a lot of things we've learned is just to be grateful for the opportunity. You can't ever look too far in the future, and so just making it through this next step, and then hopefully put together a first good round, second good round, and kind of move forward with that, and just take it one day at a time. I mean, we've all learned from past experiences, and just learning from those and being your best is really all you can control.
Would you feel like that kind of helped propel you this whole season?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think anytime you go to a tournament and get a team and individual win is really cool, and definitely gives the team a lot of confidence. And I mean, we've had a lot of individual winners this year, different ones. I think we've had 4 different individual winners just this year alone. So yeah, and that's huge for our confidence, and definitely I think to end the fall like that propelled our season forward.
Does it help? You mentioned it that it could be a different guy each week, and even in this this match play. And does that help you guys heading in that you may not be at your best, but the guy in front of you and the guy behind you will pick you up?
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone does try to take like a very much of a I'm going to go try to take care of, do my job, get my point, especially in match play. But it's a huge confidence booster knowing we got the guys around us that we do, and all of us have complete trust in all the other guys, and I think that's huge for us, and obviously makes us more comfortable while we're out there.
What do you guys have to do this year to get over that hump?
I think just the same stuff we've been doing. I think it's really easy this time of year to kind of think that you got to do something different than what's got you there, but obviously we've had a great regular season, and I feel like the guys are starting to play a lot better, and kind of starting to round into form and play the way we know we can. I don't think any of the guys think we've had a complete tournament yet. We've had a lot of good rounds, like especially at regionals. We had the first and the third day were great, and then the second day was okay, and so I think we all know we've got more in the tank, and but even though obviously the national championship's bigger than any event we've played this year, just no need to change anything. Just do the same stuff, because obviously what we've been doing is working really well this year. So just stick to what we know, and I think we'll be just fine.
You won Vanderbilt's, I believe, 3rd ever regional. What does that mean to you and the program, but also what does that mean for your confidence going forward?
Yeah, I think it's huge for our confidence. Regionals are tough. It's a pretty pressure-packed week. It doesn't matter what you've done up to that point. You got to go out and finish top 5 in your regional, and so to win that and really and to win it the way we did by kind of separating ourselves a little bit that last round, I think is really really big for our confidence, and also for William to get an individual win. I know he hasn't played quite the way he's wanted to the last few weeks, so for him to get that win is huge, and we were all super pumped for him. So yeah, I think like I said earlier, individual and team wins are really cool. So it's great way to head into the national championship.
I believe it was Matthew a few minutes ago was talking about how good everyone has been at certain points throughout the year. but also just flat out the talent and how much that pushes each individual. No one wants to lose to each other. How do you think that kind of elevates everyone's game and makes this team even more dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, the competition at home is very intense. It almost sometimes makes the tournaments not easier, but we do a great job of simulating that pressure in practice, and we're also competitive. We don't want to lose to each other no matter what we're doing. We might just be, like, literally it doesn't matter. We're so like playing ping pong. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, I think the competitive atmosphere we have at home and that being able to push us while we're here makes the tournament environment not feel that much different than what we do in practice, which I think is super helpful. And yeah, we've had guys really step up at certain parts this year and certain points, and obviously look at guys like Matthew Riedel and Gordon Sargent being so consistent throughout the entire year. They just got named to the Haskins finals or final watch list, I believe. So that's super cool. And then really everyone, we have complete trust in all 6 guys traveling to postseason, and we know that no matter really what the situation, like I said earlier, we have trust in our guys, and the consistency that all of us have shown throughout the years is really what gives us that trust.
What'd you learn about this team at regional?
We're just a tough group, I would say. Everyone went out there with confidence, and I think it was a great week for the team, and it'll be great for us to be able to carry that momentum into NCAAs.
What would you guys prove to yourselves and each other about the final round?
Yeah, we didn't have the greatest second round, so we just kind of had to focus on going out there and trying to have the low round of the day, and kind of, send the other teams a little message that we came out to play, and that we finished. And I think we proved it to ourselves and to some other teams that, we're going to always be fighting out there.
Does it help that, and we ask all the guys this, that it's not just one person, it's not just Gordon, it's not just you, each round and each tournament is somebody different.
Yeah.
That steps up for you guys.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. We have 6 great players on this team. And, just any round, anyone can take it deep. And it's always great to just kind of have that reassurance around you that, your teammates are going to go out there and play well.
What do you feel like the level of confidence and consistency is at right now, obviously with it being the biggest time of the year?
Yeah, I would say confidence and consistency is pretty high right now, maybe the highest we've had it all season. I think we had 5 guys in the top 15 last week, which is maybe the best we've done all year. So I think it's at an all-time high, and like I said earlier, we can carry that into NCAAs.
Not knowing that course, how does that impact what you guys are going to have to do?
Yeah, I guess it is a brand new course, so no one really knows the course. So we're just going to have to focus a little extra in our preparation and our practice rounds out there, and just make sure we know the right spots to leave the golf ball and stuff like that.
The excitement of going in, opportunity to, bring home some very, very massive hardware. Talk about the excitement and also the nerves.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I know everyone else is. Last NCAA run for myself, Matthew, and Cole, so we're really excited, hoping we can, take home the big hardware. And then, we've been there 3 times already and 4 times at SECs in the postseason. So obviously we'll have some nerves, but I'd say we're a pretty experienced group. So they won't be too effective on us, I would say.
With that experience, you guys, I'm sure, spending so much time around each other over the years, what's the conversations like of what you think it's going to take to get over that hump and push deeper?
Sorry, say that again?
You guys have a lot of experience. You just mentioned, was it 3 guys?
Yes.
This is your last hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
When you speak with each other, what is the idea of what's it going to take to get over the hump and push deeper in the tournament?
Yeah, there's obviously some great teams, a bunch of great other teams in the tournament, so it's going to take our best for sure every day. Especially in match play, you can't really have an off day. So you just got to go out there and fight, and I think the experience will help us for sure.